Hey guys, back and today I'm reacting to how this YouTuber is ruining her own career.
So this girl named Luna sent me a friend request. Her bio said, "If I add you, add me back." Seems harmless, right?
This is Luna and she sent me a friend request, but her bio says if I add you, add me back. But the worst thing you can do in this situation is add her back.
But trust me, the worst thing you can do is actually add her back. Because if you do, something genuinely terrible could happen.
Genuinely terrible things can happen to you.
I'm not joking. I know this because I once accepted a friend request from someone just like her, and it almost ruined everything.
I know this because I accepted a friend request from someone exactly like Luna, and it almost ruins my entire life. So let me just talk about how this whole thing started.
Let me explain how it went down. It all started on August 17th, 2024.
It all started in August 17th of 2024
when I got a friend request from this girl who looked rich, had tons of followers, and her bio said, "If I added you, please add me back. It's urgent and it's for work."
someone just like Luna sent me a friend request. Not only did she look rich, but she also had a lot of followers, and her bio said, "If I added you, add me back. It's urgent and it's for work."
At the time, it sounded believable. So I thought, what's the worst that could happen?
Everything seemed credible at that time, so I was like, okay, what's the worst thing that can happen from me adding her back?
I added her back. Immediately, she started messaging me on Roblox.
Because I did add her back, and here's exactly what happened. So when I added her, she started messaging me on Roblox.
The first thing she said was that she loved my avatar.
She started off the conversation by saying she loved my avatar. And my gut reaction was like, wow, this girl knows what she's talking about.
And I'm not gonna lie, that caught my attention. I was like, okay, my avatar is clean. Then she told me she really liked my UGC style and wanted to create a UGC item based on me just to get some experience.
And because she loved my UGC so much, she explained to me that she wanted to make a UGC out of me just to get more experience, you know.
And honestly, it didn't sound that crazy. People have made UGCs of me before.
Because I've had UGCs made on me before, so.
Plus, she had her own UGC item on her profile, so everything looked legit.
At the time. Not only that, she also had a UGC of her own avatar, so it looked really credible.
Then she told me we should move the conversation to Discord so we could talk without filters and send images or links easily.
She told me to add her on Discord so we can talk about everything without having things censored, and we can send videos or images or links or whatever we need to send. So I gave her my Discord because, like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Like, is she gonna take my Roblox account? Like, come on.
Again, I thought, what's the worst that could happen? So I gave her my Discord. We started talking, and everything seemed normal at first. We were discussing how the UGC would be made, what it would look like, stuff like that.
And the first thing we talked about is how we want our UGCs to be made, which is pretty normal, but here's where things got fishy. She asked me,
also, how much UGC modeling experience do you have, if any?
And I said 0 because I don't really make UGC.
Then she asked me if I had any UGC modeling experience. I told her I had none. And that's when she started acting a little weird.
Started talking about some really weird things like...
Because I don't know if you knew, but only 6K triangles of space are allowed in a UGC shoulder accessory. So I may have to remodel some of your accessories to make them low poly.
Bro, what the f is you even talking about, bro?
She went into all these technical details, saying stuff like, Roblox shoulder accessories can only have 6,000 triangles. And she might have to remake some of my avatar's items to make them low poly. At that point, I was thinking, what is she even talking about? But I kept listening. Then she told me she ran into a small problem. The UGC she was working on had no colors, and she needed my avatar textures to fix it. I had no idea how to get that, so she sent me a YouTube tutorial. The video had 88,000 views.
So I did run into a small issue. Don't worry, it's an easy fix, but I do need your help. Are you available?
Yes. So yeah, my UGC had no color in it for some reason, and she talked about how she needed my avatar textures to get all the colors in. I didn't know how to do that, so she gave me a YouTube tutorial on how to get my avatar textures. So I watched the YouTube tutorial, and not only does this tutorial have 88,000 views, it has 8,000 likes, so everything seems legit.
Over 8,000 likes and tons of positive comments. It looked super legit. The tutorial told me to go to a website linked in the description, click a button to copy textures, drag that button into my bookmarks bar, go to my Roblox avatar page and click the bookmark.
So what they want you to do in the tutorial is they want you to go to the website that they linked in the description, and they want you to quote unquote copy your textures by clicking a button and then dragging it to your bookmark, and then go to your Roblox avatar page and then click on that bookmark. And this raised flags because this is what people do to steal cookies. Not as in like Santa Claus like coming down your chimney to take cookies, like digital cookies that have your private information which you don't want to give away. And thank the Lord in heaven I knew this, because if I did not know about this at all, I would have went through it and made the bookmark and would have dragged it, because the tutorial was super believable. And this could have been terrible for me because at that time my Roblox account had 2 million Robux, which
And that's when it hit me. This was a cookie scam. Not cookie like chocolate chip, I'm talking about browser cookies. The ones that store your login data and personal info. If I had followed that tutorial, they could have stolen everything. And at that time, I had over 2 million Robux on my account. That's a ton of real money. If I wasn't aware of how these scams work, I would have lost everything. And just to be clear, I've had UGC items made of me before, and no one ever asked for textures, bookmarks, or anything like that.
I've had UGCs made of my avatar before, but when people were making my UGC, they never asked me to do any of this. They only asked me how I wanted the UGC done, and that's it. And now it makes sense why the person asked me if I had any experience with UGC modeling. Because if I did have experience, I would have known that she does not need any textures from me to make this UGC. But another thing they did to try and get me convinced is they talked about specific UGC things like the 6,000 triangles to make me believe that they knew what they were doing.
They just asked how I wanted the UGC to look. That's it. Now I understand why she asked if I had UGC experience, because if I did, I would have known she was lying. These scammers use real UGC terms like 6,000 triangles to sound like they know what they're doing and gain your trust. That's when I realized she was trying to scam me. And I'm making this video not just to tell my story, but to warn you.
Need some napkins, you feel me?
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
Was that?
I'm sorry, bro. I wasn't thinking about it. Nah,
Because it's not just Luna. There are so many other fake accounts doing this. Carrie, Anna, Taylor, Tabby, Haley, the list goes on. They all seem friendly. They all seem normal. But they have one goal: to steal your Roblox account. So if anyone tells you they want to make a UGC based on your avatar, starts complimenting you, sends you tutorials, or asks you to drag bookmarks into your browser, don't fall for it. It's fake. They don't want to work with you. They just want your account.
I don't know what to say, guys. Another disappointing video to react to. Because like what is she doing this for? Why can't she give credit to the original?